Everybody, I'm Jimmy Dale Gilmore. This is Joe Ely. This is Butch Hancock. We're the Flatlanders, sometimes called the Hill Country Flatlanders.
So what's the flattest part of Australia?
All of it.
How flat is it? That's what I mean. Can you see hills in the far distance? But it might.
Well, we would feel right at home there because we come from a place that's so flat. Butch describes it that you can see for 100 miles in every direction, and if you stand on a tuna fish can, you can see for 200 miles. And that's where we grew up. Met each other. Well, Butch and Jimmy knew each other in school, and I met them after high school, and we all got a house together and started making up songs, and you know, friends would come over, and there'd always be somebody playing music in that house.
This is one of those houses where there was always somebody asleep, and there was always somebody awake. I mean, so you could drop in at any time.
Our carpenter friend actually joined our band one time because he brought his saw over and started playing it with a mallet, and it sounded like a musical instrument to us, but he had a hard time deciding which union to join, whether carpenters or the musicians. We just about a year and a half ago, we started writing songs for finishing up songs for a new album. We'd been working on it for the last 2 or 3 years. We were out at Butch's house, which is way out in the middle of the Texas desert, and started talking about all of our families growing up in the dusty old plains of Texas. And there was a time when it didn't rain for 7 or 8 years, and all the crops blew away, and it was chronicled very well in novels and Woody Guthrie songs about people leaving, chasing work out in California. And while we were putting this song together, we saw a story on the news about a guy losing his house in California and heading back to the Dust Bowl, back to the place where his family came from. So we made up this song called Homeland, Refugee. There's some of it. With a backpack full of yesterdays, on a freeway full of smoke and haze, where the power lines and fault lines double cross, I left our yellow porch light on. No one will notice, no one's home, no one else will notice what was lost. I lost my home and the deal went bust to the so-called security and trust. I planned my life the way they said I should. I sent my wife and kids ahead, I'm right behind you, so I said I'll be there when I get there, if that's good. I'm leaving California for the Dust Bowl. They took it all, there's nowhere else to go. The pastures of men are burning by the sea. I'm just a homeland refugee. There's a plastic sack by a barbed wire fence, burned out dirt truck full of dents, dried up stock pines by an old corral. Between the towns and desert sand are filling up with empty cans, container trains, casinos, and canals. And I'm leaving California for the Dust Bowl. They took it all, there's nowhere else to go. The pastures of plenty are burning by by the sea. I'm just a homeland refugee. My grandpa used to tell about the way the bankers drove them out, in the wind and the dust and the crash of 29. They crossed the desert, headed west, swore that it was for the best. They reassured the ones they left behind. There's some refugees from Mexico behind an abandoned Texaco. We nod and smile, it's clear we're all the same. For everything this world is worth, we're all just migrants on this earth, returning to the dust from where we came. I'm leaving California for the Dust Bowl. They took it all, there's nowhere else to go. The pastures of plenty are burning by the sea. I'm just a homeland refuge. I'm leaving California for the Dust Bowl. They took it all, there's no